Hi, I'm Mark, and this is Subliteral Network. I make art and comics, and thanks for watching. Remember to hit like and subscribe, and to leave your feedback in the comments. Now, I post art daily 5 days a week on Instagram, Facebook, and X, and this is a roundup of some of that work in case you missed it, with a little more detailed description added. You can read my Una the Cave Bunny comics free at radiocomics.com, and my comic Rock Rats is now available for my Patreon subscribers. Visit my Patreon page if you'd like to support my work. There's a growing gallery of art and comics to see and enjoy. You can join at the free level for an introduction to all the features. All these links are in my description and bio, so please watch till the end so you don't miss anything. This is a sketch for a piece of art that I sold on eBay. These days, I do these pencil sketches very small. I mean, this thing is like 2.5 by 3.5 inches. And there's always something vital and different about doing a sketch when you're thinking about the piece of work that's going to come later. I'm thinking just of shapes and positions, directions, anything really except the final polish on the piece of work that I'm going to do. So I did the sketch, worked on and finished the original piece, but then I always look back on the sketches and there's just some kind of life that's injected in them. That's kind of hard to describe because I'm not thinking about it, but it is there and it's coming out of the process. Of course, some of the stuff in the sketch doesn't make it into the final piece. So I find it worthwhile to save the sketches because they're just sort of an insight into the way your brain works when you're not paying attention. Here's a side-by-side view of one of the first of a list of redraws that I want to do. On the left is a small Sharpie drawing that I did, just very informally, didn't mean anything to happen with it at all. Just a small tossed off sketch, and when I finally finished it, I liked the way it came out and put it into the file. Would look at it occasionally and I'd say you should really redraw this. So on the right, the first sketch that you're looking at on the left is about I think it's about 11 or 12 years old. On the right, I finally got around to doing the finish. So I just what was the process? I really wanted to almost reproduce the original drawing, but then I said, what's the point of redrawing it? Did it a little larger. Turned her face so that she's facing kind of the viewer a little bit, which I hoped and thought might be a way of kind of drawing the person in. Instead of a person looking away from you, I feel like you're more likely to get involved and be drawn into a picture when the character is sort of interacting. So that was the first thought. Kept the cigarette, pumped up the gun a little bit, changed the position of her legs, kept the skull barrette and even made it bigger, and did a little more dimensional kind of drawing for the hair. This is my first on that list of redraws that I had, and I like it so much I'm almost a little scared to do the next one on the list because I'm afraid I might not like it that much, but I'm going to do it anyway. This is an action panel from my Una the Cave Bunny comics. I consider this kind of a flying superhero pose. When I'm drawing Una, I like to, I think of it as mostly an action strip. So I really try hard to kind of make the figures more dynamic, more active, just sort of not sitting around talking, which is not Una's thing. She's sort of more prone to fly into action. This is the full page in context, and it reflects what I was talking about before. Una is an action hero, and I always try to get her moving and doing something other than sitting around when I can. When I think about comics, there's all kinds of comics, but one thing I do not want or like to do is to have pages and pages of characters in medium close-up shots talking, or their heads in profile. They make the dullest looking comics. My philosophy, my thinking is always that comics should be interesting to look at, no matter what's going on. If people are sitting around talking, maybe you do a close-up of their fingers around the edges of a coffee cup. Maybe you do an entirely long shot outside of the restaurant where they're talking. The thing is, you don't want to bore the reader with stuff that they can see anywhere. Thanks for watching. Thanks to my subscribers and a special welcome to my new subscribers. I'm happy and appreciate that you enjoy hearing about my work, and I hope you can come back for more. Remember, joining me on Patreon helps me create the content you enjoy.